Hello friends, welcome to my channel Shake Hands with Programming. Today we'll see some more example of the output method. Okay, so here I'm writing SOP and in parentheses and double quotes I'm writing here A. Okay, before that also I mention the value of A is equals to 6. Okay, so now as we are printing here SOP-A and a semicolon here, then again SOP in double quotes. We'll not use double quotes this time, we'll only print A. Okay, so let's see what's the difference between them two. So for this function here, this will print simple A, and if we talk about this will not print A, it will print the value present in our variable A, that is 6. Okay, so here we can represent this thing as this is a memory block and it is labeled as A and 6 is stored inside this. So when we call this first function, the double quotes are present over here, so this will just not see anything else. It will print whatever is present between these double quotes. So as A is present here, this A is treated as string over here and is printed. But in the second case, we can see that double quotes are not present here, so this A will be treated as a variable, and here the variable A is allocated the memory and 6 is present in it, so 6 will be printed. Now if we take another example, okay, so here if I am assigning 5 value in A and in B I am assigning the value as 6, and here if I use a third variable that is sum, and I'll keep the sum of A plus B in the sum variable. And now if I want to print this SOPLN, by ln I mean that after printing it will change the line. Now if I want to print like this, that is sum of and then a space. Now here I want to concatenate the value of A, and then here I again want to concatenate, and now again concatenating the value of B here. Now concatenating the statement is and concatenating the value of sum. Okay, so what will be our output to this? Okay, the output of this will be, I'm indicating the output by O/P. Okay, so the output will be sum is 5 and sum of this is sum of 5 and 6 is 11. Okay, so this will be our output. Okay, so now what is done here? Here we have 2 memory blocks, that is 3 actually, for A, for B, and this is the memory block for sum. Okay, in A we have stored the 5, in B we have stored 6, and in sum A plus B, that is 11. Okay, these are 3 memory blocks here. Now when we are writing this SOPLN function, this will first print sum of same. Okay, so here it has printed, this S is capital here. Okay, so the S is capital printed over here. Now it will print the value of A variable. As you can see here, the value of A is, just a second, the value of A is 5 over here, so 5 is printed here. Now and is concatenated with the same string, so and is printed here. Similarly for B is and sum here. So now we'll see the difference in C++ and Java. Actually we'll talk that whether C is pure oops or Java is pure oops, or either one of them is pure or not. Okay, so now here if we talk like this, C Here we have C++, as we say that this is also oops. So I'm writing here, and here this is oops. Okay. Now if we talk about this C++, let me write two programs for this. Suppose we are having a class A in C++ and this semicolon. Now we have a main class in C. Okay, and if we talk about one more, that is in C++ only. If I have made a class A semicolon and this is the main function. Okay, so if we talk about this case, okay, so in this case a class is present, and what do we mean by oops? The main feature of oops is class. Okay, so I'll write it over here that the main feature is class. Okay, so this is the main feature of oops. As you can see in this first case, we are having our class A. So this is absolutely fine. This case is with class. Okay, so I'll write here with, I'm sorry for my handwriting, but you'll have to manage with this. This is with class. Okay, now if we talk about the second case, okay, in this second case, if I remove this, if I don't use the class A and I only make my program using the main function, then also it will work. Means it will work in both cases. In both cases the program will compile and run. Okay, this case is called as without class. This is without class. Okay, so in C++ this will work for both the ways. Okay, I'll make a work for this. Okay, now for the second thing, if we talk about Java, okay, as we all know that Java is also oops, but you know what, that this is almost pure oops, not exactly, and this C++ is not a pure oop. So I'll write here not pure oop, not pure oop. As you can see that without class also our program can perfectly run. Okay, so this is not a pure oop. And here in Java I'll also make two programs. First, if we talk with the class, so here we are having class A, and here if we are having main function. Okay, this will perfectly run. And second thing, if we talk without class, okay, so if we don't have a class here, okay, so if we talk about this first function, first program actually, so in this first program it is absolutely fine as we are having the class here, this and this, these both are same. Okay, and they both are running perfectly. But now if we talk about the second program in Java, if we don't have a class, okay, that is the main feature of OOP. So if we don't have a class, this program will not run, will not compile also. So without class, no program is there in Java. In C++, you can see here that without class also the program was executed. But in Java here you can see that without class our program will not be executable. So this is the reason why the Java is almost pure oops and C++ is not a pure oop. Okay, that's it. Now if we move towards our next topic, No, before that, before we move towards our next program, I'll tell you something about the convention used in Java for the class name and for the methods and variable names. Okay, so we'll talk about the conventions. Okay, so for class name, if we talk about for class name in Java, we use title case. Okay, so now what do we mean by class? What do we mean by title case? Example that here we have having a class named my first class. Okay, so this is our class. Here you can see that the each letter of each word is capitalized. M is capitalized for the my word. In the first word we are having F as capital, and in class word we are having C as capital. So when the first letter of each word is capitalized, it is called as title case. This is used for the conventioning of class name. It is not necessary or compulsory, I should say, but all the predefined classes in Java follow this convention, and when you make your own class, you should follow this convention. This is a good habit. Okay, now if we talk about the method name, okay, so method name, just a second, method name uses camel case. Okay, now what do I mean by camel case? I'll give you an example, just a quick example. For example, if I'm having a class, same, I'll take the same name, that is my first class. Okay, this is the class I'm having here. As you can see here, M is small for this word. So by camel case, I mean that the first letter of each word should be capitalized except the first word. So here you can see that my first word was my. So except the first word, each word has its first letter capital but leaving the first word which has its first letter as small only, that is M in small and Y followed by it. Okay, that's it for this lecture. See you guys in the next lecture. Thank you.